Folks, it's the morning after night one of the draft. First round is done, finished, out. Warriors did not trade in. Again, we did not have a pick due to the trade for Jimmy Butler. We lost our first round pick in that. We're still at 41st. So the question is, what will we do with it? Trade it away or pick? Well, let's just assume they're going to pick. Let's break down who's on the board, who should still be there, and who would be a good get. Randy Silver Warriors Digest, breaking this all down. Myself, Arthur, giving you all the trade rumors, free agency, draft, summer league, and more. Subscribe so you don't miss any news. The #1 Warriors channel on YouTube. So let's dive straight into it. Let me make sure this is pulled up. So if you live under a rock and you didn't see, Cooper Flagg went #1. Then Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe, and Con Kunupel, excuse me if I said that wrong, top 4. Going all the way down, really weren't crazy surprises until you get the number 16. Yang Hansen from China. How many people in the Warriors fan base said this is our guy? 7-foot dude. We love him a lot. I thought that too. He was projected maybe early second, late second at the worst, not 16th. Portland Trailblazers took him as a trade to Portland took him via a trade from Memphis. Big time for Portland, getting another big man to go there. They made some moves this summer. Drew Holiday going there, but stinks for the Warriors. I think he would have been a good fit. As we cruise through, again, from Golden State, this was a part of the Miami trade. They take a European. They look pretty happy on that. All the way down. So the question is, who will the Warriors take at the 41st pick? Well, we look at Warriors Insider with NBC Sports. Sion James, wing out of Duke. He's consistent. This is what they're thinking. Shot 50% on catch and shoot threes as a fifth-year senior at Duke. Duke had 3 or 4 players drafted in the first round. Final 2 years at college between Tulane and Duke. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a little bit over 1 steal per game, while shooting 52% from the field, 40% from 3. He is a plug-and-play player, clone like Lou Dort, someone who could be ready to go for us. That would be big. And again, Mike Dunleavy Jr. wants a plug-and-play player, somebody who is ready to play and can help out this core that's looking to win now. So here's your overall big board of players left. We got 3 pages of players. What I'm going to do is, because I broke down a lot of players the Warriors brought in for draft picks, draft tryouts, draft training. Let's check them out. We're going to see if those players are still available, meaning they did a good job at bringing in the right players. So the first one was Yang. That's not happening, unfortunately. He's gone, which really stinks. I think, and you all agree, he would have been a great fit. Second, we got Sion James. We just talked about. Solid player. Ryan Nembhard, who is a pretty dang good shooter himself. So if we go in, we do Ryan Nembhard. Nope. Yes. 29th overall. What pick are we at? Round 2, 1. There's 30 teams. 31 plus 29 puts him at 50. Meaning, if you just go off the big board and their rankings, obviously it's a bit off, he should be there at 41st. The guard from Gonzaga, 5'11", 176. Position rank 29th, overall 59. Central point guard who led D1 in assists at Gonzaga. However, small, 5'11". We do not need this player. We already have BP. We already have Curry. You already have, let me go back to here really quick so you guys can see this. You already got Armstrong, 2-way player. We don't need another point guard. So I don't think the Warriors are going to take him. But they brought him in for a draft. Get rid of Yang. And then lastly, you got CJ Huntley, App State. I'm pretty sure I did not, when I did my homework on this before the video, yeah, he's not here. And they're not going to take C.J. Huntley. If you don't know who C.J. Huntley is, 6'11", 221 pounds, App State forward. Played mid-major his whole life at App State. Very solid, but probably needs development before going from an App State mid-major to NBA. I don't think they'd take him. That takes you to Caleb Girl. So next set of people they brought in. Make this smaller. Oops. Caleb Girl, Missouri. Again, 37th. What's 30 plus 37? 67. Should be there. 6'3", 205. Overall rank 67th. Position rank 34th. Productive guard. Movement and shooting. 6-year senior. Someone who's ready, could plug and play. Played in the SEC. Tough basketball. He's undersized for shooting guard. It doesn't show much in the way of shot creation or playmaking. Oldest prospect in the class. 6'3", would be a bit shorter than Curry, about Podziemski's height. He shot 40% from 3. However, I do think there's somebody probably better. We're talking about we need size in the paint, or we need 3-and-D wing players who can also shoot. Probably a bit too small. He could make himself a case as a 3-and-D off guard who plays his role efficiently and keeps mistakes to a minimum. But we need a player who can play now, and this seems like someone a little bit more developmental to come in. I will not go with that pick. Mari Williams, center, Kentucky. Oops. Do we see him? Here he is. Sorry, that took a second. 7 foot, 262. Exactly the type of player we need. Would instantly become the tallest player on the team next to Quinten Post. However, he's ranked 57th. 57th. 27th still left in the board. So that means he should be there unless someone stretches and goes and get him. British. Nice little Quinten Post, Dutch. Williams, British. A nice 1-2 voice accent there. 7'6" wingspan. Great rebounder. Shot blocking. Could really help this team in that sense be a paint presence. He's not a scorer. He's not going to shoot outside. He's not a outside the 3 shooter as a big man. Think of Miles Turner, Quinten Post. Not that Jokic. Not that type of player. But defensively, he's very stout. Can he step in and bang with Jokic? Bang with Rudy Gobert? Bang with Sabonis, bang with these big bodies? Well, physically, it looks like he's ready. Williams might not be adept at making quick rotations as a rim protector or flipping his hips on the perimeter, but he has excellent physical tools and ranked among the best rebounders in the country. And we saw Steven Adams, what he did against us in the playoffs. Julius Randle, Gobert, what they did against us in the playoffs. This could be an interesting pick. If they really think they need someone who can come in and be a game changer, 10, 15 minutes, rebounding, big body, help shore up the paint, Williams could be there and could be a good pick for them. Oops. Then you got Bryce Williams from Nebraska. Let's go. Go Cornhuskers. Again, I'm a sports reporter here for Fox, ABC, and Nebraska. And he's projected 68th overall, 19th position, 38th big board. He should be there. I was at a press conference yesterday for Nebraska basketball. I was covering it for my local station. And Coach Hoiberg was very high on Williams and talked about his character, what the teams tell him. He's prepared for whatever happens. Now, maybe he's a bit stretched. He gets picked if he's 68th. However, he's a good scorer. He's a great leader in the locker room. He's a high character guy. 6'5", 206 would fit that wing type of player. The son of 1992 NBA draft pick Henry Williams. He scored all over the floor. So if you want someone who can create, He's that type of player. 23, ready to plug and play, would be coming off the bench as a backup scorer. Maybe if you don't bring back Kuminga, tries to fill that role. Not impactful defensively, so maybe not a backup to GP2 if he leaves, but it sounds like he may come back. So he could be there as well. I think he could be a nice fit, but I would probably go the big man or Sion over him. They've also brought in, so again, you get to bring in a lot of players, so we want to make sure you go through all of it. Johnny Broome. Nope. Nope. Center from Auburn, Johnny Broome. Overall ranked 40th, position ranked 9th, so he could still be there, or he could be gone. Potentially, he should be in the first 10 picks based off of this. But he might be there at 41st. 6'9", 249. Physically and highly productive inside-outside threat with a good feel for the game. 6'9", puts him around that Looney height. Draymond's a bit shorter. TJD is 6'9"-ish. So doesn't help us get that much taller in the paint. Doesn't lack great length. Doesn't. He lacks great length and explosiveness. He got by on timing and tenacity. So I think for what the Warriors need, a proper big man, shot blocker, rebounder, is probably not the right player. 30% from three, not going to go home and cry about that or be happy about that. He's effective. I think he can be good in this league. However, it's probably not the player that the Warriors need right now. Kobe Sanders out of Nevada. .6'7", 203 guard, 52nd overall, so he should be there 41st. Excellent size for a guard. So again, 3-and-D type of player. He has a negative wingspan. You don't hear that much. Is a player with average skills, which showed up mostly on defensive end and sometimes his poor shot selection. Terrific season as a grad transfer, using his size and ability to play with pace to create off the dribble. Top mid-range scorer in the country, but will need to make strides with his decision-making and spot-up shooting to ease his transition to the NBA. Warriors basketball, spot-up shooting. Steph, Jimmy, Dre, suck the defense in, They pass it out. You got to be able to pick and pop. GP2, Moody, Kuminga do that. BP do that. Probably not the right fit here, even though you like his side. You want somebody now, he's more of a developed, probably back end of the bench, G League type of player. Then lastly, you got Cam Jones. Out of Marquette, 46. Probably should still be there when we pick 41st. 6'3", 202. Efficient season. 5-out spacing. Big shots. Scoring. First team All Big East, which is not easy. It's not the most explosive. Took a step back as a shooter this year as I broke down that video. Verdict, answer the call, pick and roll creator in the country, which is great. Decisiveness as a passer and scorer stood out. Streaky shooting behind the arc. A lot of Warriors are like that. 6'3", probably not the right player. We have these type of players on the team. Not going to be the right fit. These don't have any players. And these don't have any players. We look at top prospects. And cool. So that is where you probably think, again, we're picking 41st if they take it. In this range right here, 9 through 15, these people will probably still be here. Maybe somebody falls a bit, but you can get a look at who it is. And of course, we'll have a full breakdown on anything that happens before the draft, a breakdown after the draft on who they pick, the thoughts and everything. So subscribe, comment your thoughts on the players, and we will get all the feedback, folks. Comment. We want to hear it. Bye.